4K 60 FPS action cam, vlogging selfie cam, and 360. That's not three cameras, that's one. I'm James Bruce, you're watching Make Use Of Reviews, and this is the Insta360 1R Twin Edition, a modular, rugged action cam that doesn't compromise on price or features. No longer do you need to decide whether you want to buy a 360 camera for those incredible hyperlapses or shoot now, frame later features, or instead a 4K motion smoothed action cam. Or maybe you want one with an LCD screen for framing your vlogs right. Instead, with the 1R Twin Edition from Insta360, you can have both, all of it, everything, all in one affordable little rugged package. The twin kit consists of a number of modular components, a battery base, a camera core with this touchscreen. Now both this and the battery form the basis of the camera. Then you either add a 4K action cam lens, which can be mounted facing the front or back, or you can use the dual lens 360 mod. You'll also find some rugged housing with standard action cam mounting point and a tripod screw mount. Before we look a bit more in depth at the 1R, just a quick note to say that this is pre-production hardware and some things may be subject to change for the final product. Most of this review was shot on the 1R though, and I'll add some labels on screen to tell you which mode it's in. But that's not all. Also available separately from February is what they're calling a Oneinch Mod, engineered in conjunction with the masters of lenses Leica. Now this will feature a larger wide-angle lens and 1-inch image sensor able to capture up to 5.3K resolution, which will make it the highest resolution action camera on the market currently, but still with that fantastic flow state stabilization that Insta360 are famous for, and better night shooting. It will of course cost significantly more, adding around $300 to the bundle price if you want to get the 1-inch sensor along with all the others. But if you demand the best of the best, then that's something of interest to you. Now we don't have that module to test, so for now let's just focus on the 4K action, selfie cam and dual lens 360 mod, all of which comes in the twin edition set. So the main selling point is not only that this is the best quality footage the Insta360 has produced in a consumer level camera yet, it's that the modular design allows you to reconfigure it to shoot exactly what you need, to be dynamic and adaptive to whatever you need it to be. So if you want that traditional 4K 60 FPS action camera style, then you can do that and have the preview screen facing you. If you want to take a vlog like this, I have a little preview screen on there now, then you can do that, just switch the lens around. Or you can switch it over to 360 for those cool features. It's really easy to do, takes less than 30 seconds to swap them out, take it out the case, put it back again. It's really simple. So if you've seen our review of the Insta360 One X, you're probably familiar with most of the features that the 1R offers with the 360 mod attached, such as the ability to point the camera around, change the viewing angle, that sort of thing. However, on the 1R, you also have that useful preview screen. Also on the 1R, you're going to benefit from an upgraded flow state stabilization algorithm, which means your footage is more silky smooth than ever before. And this also applies if you're using the 1-inch mod or the regular 4K 60 action camera. Also new to the 1R is a voice control feature, so you can start and stop recording, or point the device at your subject and say mark that to have it automatically follow it. Even when the subject goes out of view, it'll pick it back up automatically when it comes back into view. So one really neat feature I appreciate is the new AI editing tool that they're calling Auto Frame. Picture this, you've been filming with the 360 mod on the 1R for an event or a place, you've got 5 10-minute clips of random stuff, but now in order to do something cool with that, it needs to be chopped up into smaller recognizable pieces. Just hit the auto frame button, wait a while for it to analyze what it sees, and at the end of it you can preview the clips it found. It automatically frames them, identifies features like landmarks or animals or people, and you can see these little icons in the corner here. Then you just click on the ones you want, hit save, and boom, you've got 10, 20 shorter clips, possibly duplicate angles of the same walkthrough if that's what you chose, because the AI can often find a few shots of the same object, but decide to frame them differently. You also have the new stories features, which include things like auto hyperlapse and time shifting, which will attempt to pick out the landmarks and interesting things in your walk around, so it's never been easier to edit something compelling together. Now personally, my favourite is the Starlapse. The 1R features a special night capture mode using the 360 mod, which is essentially a long exposure interval shooting. Now, we've had some utterly miserable weather here, but I did manage to get this great shot of the Cornish sky. We're actually in a designated dark sky area, so weather permitting, you get some stunning views. With Starlapse, you can either turn on or off the star trails, and then the app edits it all together into a 30-second clip, add some music, and boom, you've got a nice little shareable video. The only annoying thing was the power light, because I left it plugged in. It looks like that made it into the shot. Hopefully that can be fixed in a future firmware update. The mobile app, of course, is fantastic, really easy to use, and has those incredible AI editing features. However, if you want the absolute best quality output, you will need to use the desktop software, which you can now output in ProRes format as well. But for most people, the mobile app is going to be absolutely fine. This is all you'll need, really, a mobile phone and the camera, and you'll have a complete little editing suite in the palm of your hands. Right, apologies in advance if the footage that I've been showing you is a bit mundane and boring. Despite being winter here in the UK, we've had absolutely no snow at all. In fact, we haven't even had any sun until today. We were battered down by a storm last week, and other than that, it's just been raining and grey. So if the footage does all look a bit grey, then I assure you that's not the quality of the camera that's at fault, that's just England. So at just under $500 for the twin edition set, should you buy the Insta360 1R? Well, if you've been on the fence about one of those fancy 360 cameras because you think you still want the 4K action cam with stabilization too, then this is an obvious choice. It is great value, assuming you want both of those modules. It's also great for vloggers who want one device to handle everything. You want both the 360 hyperlapse style for your travelogues, and then when you get home to the hotel, you want a vlogging action cam with a preview screen. And you want that traditional rugged action cam forward facing. This one device will do all of it. And because it's modular, you can also have the option to upgrade to the larger 1-inch Leica sensor model later. Perhaps an extended battery module. So it's really a great dynamic adaptive camera system. Of course, the software features are just incredible too, regardless of which mod you hook it up to. The onboard and software enhanced stabilization is silky smooth, the AI stories. It's that combination of incredible hardware and software that really makes the whole Insta360 package amazing to me. And there's also more to come, like the VR 180 mod, which turns your 360 cam into a VR camera as well. Seriously, one camera to rule them all. So who shouldn't buy the 1R? Well, maybe you want to just keep your existing action cam separate. Maybe for power reasons, you'll be shooting literally all day with no option to recharge, or perhaps you're also carrying a DSLR for vlogging only. If carrying more than one device isn't really a problem for you, then perhaps keeping that functionality separated is a better option. After all, if your one camera was to get stolen, you would literally be up the creek without a camera to document your lack of paddle. If you're looking for something tiny, ultra portable and just unobtrusive, then I think the Insta360 Go is well worth a look. It'll allow you to easily capture clips of little moments in your life and then edit them together effortlessly. The Insta360 Go is great for people who don't want to whip out a camera and then spend ages editing things together. Just press a button, take a 30-second clip, and then let the AI software edit those clips together for you in 30 seconds. So that's it. That's my thoughts on the Insta360 1R Twin Edition. Do hit like if you appreciated this review and the sample clips I've shown you, or hit me up in the comments if you haven't. Also in the comments, do tell me if you think I should make a Lego railway that goes around my entire garden, because then I can show it to my wife and justify that. Thanks for watching, and until next time. So if you'd like to win an Insta360 1R Twin Edition for yourself, head on over to our link in the description over at makeuseof.com/giveaways. There you'll find a giveaway widget. Just pop your details in there and you'll be in with a chance of winning. However, for some bonus entries, type in the code 3 cameras, 1 device, or however many letters fit. I don't know if it'll let me have that many, but then you'll get some bonus entries. Good luck, and until next time.